Hello, Lina Kling. You
Hi.
are the founder of Matcha Routine, and you're here today at CIFF. Would you start off with telling a little bit about the brand, which is very interesting and at a special intersection between beauty and innovation?
Yes, thank you so much. I do have a background in beauty, but I didn't want to create like another beauty label. So I wanted to create like something new, something special, and I wanted to create a brand which absorbs what's happening in society and reflects also different trend movements. So Matcha Routine is not just a lifestyle label, it's more like a cultural movement revolutionizing the human canine connection. And it's actually a South Korean inspired skincare brand that really focus on healthy routines and also strengthens the emotional bond between human and canines.
Yeah, how did you come up with that whole connection? Are you a dog? I assume you're a dog person.
Yes.
Do you have dogs? Are they like the ones that you started off thinking, I need to do something that can...
Yes, actually, it was like a personal. There's also like a personal topic.
Yeah.
So we do have a dog, Mila. She is a Labrador, and I actually invented or created one of the first products for her because she suffered a lot from sore paws, and we went to different vets until we changed her food routine. But nothing helped. So I created my first balm based on matcha because myself, at the same time, I stopped drinking coffee because I had stomach problems, and I switched to matcha because it has an anti-inflammatory benefit. And then I was wondering, like, why shouldn't I integrate or use matcha as a basic ingredient for skincare? So I created the first balm based on matcha, shea butter, and coconut oil.
This one?
That's this
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
but in a more basic version. And with that, I could help her sore paws, and from that point, Matcha Routine was born.
Core philosophy behind the Matcha Routine.
Yeah. So core philosophy is all of the ingredients are natural. I wanted to invent or develop a brand which has only natural ingredients. There's a lot of communication in the beauty industry about natural ingredients, but when you then have a look at the back label, you see alcohols inside, synthetic fragrances. So basically, I wanted to create like eatable cosmetics, but within South Korean inspiration, because for me, South Korea is one of the most innovative countries within beauty. And I really wanted to bring that technologies to Germany. And I traveled several times to South Korea, met different raw material suppliers, production departments, and tested a lot of beauty treatments. And actually, for example, the shampoo, it incorporates the very famous 18-step scalp treatment because South Korean, they're a lot taking care of their scalp. But in Europe, we're just taking care of our skin. We do spend a lot of time taking care of the skin, but actually we forget that the skin is also our scalp. And this is kind of the base of the products. Yes.
That's amazing. So I've read that you feature unique ingredients like acai, chia oil, yuzu, algae, peptides, and ceramides, and then also the main ingredient, matcha. How do these components create a specific synergy in the products? And also, do you see this as a bigger trend where you could almost it sounds like you could almost eat the products, where they sound so healthy and inviting?
So when you actually have a look at the ingredients or like at the label, you can see that's a very clean label. So for me, it was important to integrate in the product just ingredients which do make sense. So no fillers, no additional ingredients. But at the same time, having ingredients inside which are like super active. So innovative new ingredients which you haven't seen before in the market, and then on the other side some active ingredients, some trend ingredients, for example niacinamide, which are all over the skincare right now. I actually use it as a key ingredient also in the shampoo for like hydration balance, and every product has its key ingredients that haven't been seen within the purpose of the product. So that was kind of the idea of finding new purposes also for the ingredients.
There's been a lot of focus, both in Denmark, I'm sure also in Germany and all over Europe, about sustainability. How do you integrate sustainable practices within your production? Because we're so overwhelmed with products right now. So everyone really wants to like maybe scale down or feel good about the actual consumption that they have.
No, that's really one of the main concepts also about the brand, having like a very small routine with just a few products, because I feel like we're so overwhelmed
all the time
of different products. So for me it was also important to have 3 products, for example, which are now the first assortment, and with these 3 products you can actually create like your whole routine. So for example, the shampoo is shampoo and conditioner in one product.
Amazing.
The oil is body oil and facial oil at the same time. And the balm actually you can use for the lips, but you can also use it for like dry spots in your skin.
It might even be a highlighter, like a makeup highlighter, I could imagine. Yeah, amazing.
For giving like the glow to your skin. But I mean, sustainability is also a big part within the sourcing. So for me, it was really important to meet the raw material suppliers. I'm also working with one farmer in Japan, because also with matcha, it's a lot about quality. And I think a lot of people actually had bad experience with matcha because they drank not the best quality. And there's so many differences in how to cultivate the matcha, and for example, with this matcha, it's just you use the fresh leaves, and the fresh leaves are covered so that the sun doesn't, so they don't get burned by the sun. And when they don't cover them, actually the sun burns the leaves, and then of course when you use it for the powder, then it just tastes like grass, and that's what a lot of people have in mind when they drink like the poor quality of matcha.
That's so interesting. I'm thinking the Nordic consumer, and I think also the German, are known to be quite critical. Do you see that maybe as an advantage when you develop in a market where the consumers are quite like knowledgeable for expansion as well?
Yeah.
You just started this September, so how do you feel? What has the reaction been so far?
I'm super happy about the reaction, because I mean, at the beginning I was wondering like, how do the people see the brand, if it's actually for dogs and for humans, but they really love the story behind it, and also the idea of having one product for both purposes. And I mean, even if you're not a dog person, you can use it as a natural ingredient brand, but actually people love the idea and love the story behind it.
Oh, for sure. I would I'm thinking about my own dog now. It would love like so that's because they are like quite sensitive creatures as well.
Yeah, exactly. Sense. And maybe one interesting part as well is now you can combine the different products, because in the past the problem was you couldn't use the human shampoo for dogs, because human shampoo is based on an acidic pH value. But now that our pH value switched, because we're now alkaline as well, because our skin is getting more and more sensitive because of environment changes, and a lot of sensitive products, if you've noticed, they're all in the alkaline pH value, and this is one great reason why you can now combine the products, because they're same pH value.
That's amazing. So far, what have been like the key milestones for your new brand, and what do you expect the future will hold?
Yeah, actually, the launch event. I was working on this brand for myself in like a silo, and that was actually the moment when I could present it to everybody, and I could see also the emotions from the people coming, and it was such a great moment. We had the launch event in Berlin at the beautiful Nella Bejan Gallery, and we actually created like a whole eatable product installation within the gallery, and the idea was to make the guests try the different products within bites. So we served different bites for the different products, so the customer could actually try and eat the products, which is one of the concepts.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And here at CIFF, we took one of the matcha bowls, because that was also one of my wishes, that people can actually try the matcha, which is included in the product, so that they can try the quality they're using for their skincare.
Yeah, that's amazing. Your presence here at CIFF, that's an exciting step. What motivated you to come here to Denmark, and what do you hope that the CIFF experience will bring to you?
Yeah, I love the concept Julian created with NEUDEUTSCH. I think it's such a creative space, and I really love his curation, and he's such a trend forecaster actually, and it's so nice to meet all of the different designers and get to know their backgrounds, and I'm so happy that now this is like the first step for Matcha Routine since September. I mean, not that much time has passed, but it's a great step now into expanding also in different European markets, and I'm very much looking forward to now expand the brand, finding new great creative concept stores which we can collaborate with.
Yeah, there's so much going on now in the digital world where everyone is meeting online. What does the meeting in person, the physical aspect, or like coming to a trade fair like this, what does that bring to the brand, do you feel?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, having these emotions from people, and people who actually bring back what passion you have with the brand, and they're so fascinated about the brand, and I think this makes my heart be like full of love at these moments, and I'm very happy to meet all of the people in person.
That's amazing. And so far you're primarily out in stores in Germany, but if people are curious now,
yes,
where can they buy you on? Can they find the products online?
Yes.
Can they test them?
So the products are online. Since December we are available at Woo Store, which I think is also one of the most creative spaces, so I'm really happy about this. And since last week actually we are available at KaDeWe in Berlin as well. But yeah, as I mentioned, now I'm looking for new retailers, new exciting collaborations, and
amazing. Well, I wish you all the best of luck, you and also to your dog, for staying a trusted testing canine throughout this whole thing. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.